mama! You're tired, you're exhausted, you are drained of every single slice of energy you thought you ever had. You've never known tired to be this awful before, and you can't even muster up the brain power to even think about how you're going to stop feeling sad about what you look like when you see yourself in the mirror, how you feel when you put on clothes that don't fit you properly, and just start the process of losing the pregnancy weight and feeling more like yourself again. I get you, because I was there too, and I had those exact same feelings. What I'm going to be sharing with you today is the strategy that I used that eventually got me off of my butt and, back into my pre-pregnancy clothes at 4 months postpartum. But before I get into it, let me introduce myself. Hi, I'm Jacqueline Strempel, and I help new mums lose the pregnancy weight and feel more like themselves again without having to go and buy a fancy, expensive gym membership, without having to create recipes using ingredients that you've never heard of before, and most importantly, without having to feel guilty for taking some time to work on yourself. If it's your first time watching me, pop a 1 in the comments below. Would love to introduce myself and say hi. If it's your if you're watching this on the replay, pop a 2 in the comments below and let me know where you're tuning in from. I love to travel. I have a huge passion for travel, so would love for you to pop up that flag in the comments below and let me know where you're watching this from today. So this is training number 2 leading up to my webinar, which will be happening on February 26th at 8:30 p.m. South African Standard Time inside my Facebook group, Fabulously Fit New Mums Club. And you are not going to want to miss this webinar because I will be sharing and revealing everything. I will be giving you the exact plan that I used to help me lose the pregnancy weight and get back into my pre-pregnancy clothes and start feeling more like myself again. And how I'm going to be sharing that with you is by telling you the 5 biggest weight loss mistakes that new mums make and how you can avoid them. So let's dive in deeper into today's topic, which is motivation. How to find that motivation when it's like nowhere to be found. And also, this exact same strategy that I'm going to speak about today, you can use, 1, 2, 3 months down the line when you feel your motivation starting to fade. For most people, it's around the 3-4 week mark. So, what it is, I've spoken about this before, it's about creating your why, knowing why it is you want to lose the pregnancy weight and feel more like yourself again. What are the reasons behind that? And I don't just mean the surface feelings. I mean those deep down feelings at the very core of your being. What are those? Because those are the feelings that are going to help you to have a strong enough why that is going to motivate you to start taking action in the first place. So I have 3 different strategies for how you can get your why. It really depends on the type of person you are, which strategy is going to be the best one for you. Now, for most parents, this is a really short and sweet strategy. Strategy number 1 is your why is your kids. For a lot of parents, that why is big enough and strong enough for them to motivate them to do anything and to keep them staying on track for doing that, whatever it is, whether it's your financial situation or you just want to get healthier and fitter and stronger so that you have enough energy to keep up with your kids. Or that maybe you just want to be a really awesome role model for your kids. For a lot of people, that is a strong enough why to motivate them to start doing whatever it is in the first place and to continue doing it in the future. And obviously, in this instance, I'm speaking about losing the pregnancy weight and feeling more like yourself again. So if that for you feel is a strong enough why, then start there. Now, for me, it wasn't. So that's where strategy 2 comes in. Because for me, I'm kind of embarrassed to say it because I feel like Amelia should have been the thing that motivated me enough to get off of my butt and start taking action towards losing the pregnancy weight. And before I go further, I'm not saying that you have to do this. For me, it was a no plan B option. I had to do it because of how I felt. I felt so sad every time I looked in the mirror to see this body that just felt foreign to me. I was mourning my pre-pregnancy body, and I wasn't doing anything to help me about it. So that's what I'm talking about. Finding a why that is going to stop you from feeling that way and start taking action towards feeling better and towards, you know, looking better, because that at the end of the day is what most of us want. We want to feel really attractive, not only for ourselves but also for our partners. We want our partners to feel like sexually attracted to us still. And for a lot of us women, when we're in that postpartum phase and you got all those hormones kicking in and you're really sad about your body image, that is one of the things that pops up. And let me tell you that most of the time, I'm gonna say 9 out of 10 of those times, those are only your thoughts. It's not how your significant other is feeling, okay? So for me, it was a fear. So you can grab your why from a place of fear. For me, it was a fear of never being able to fit back into my pre-pregnancy clothes again. A fear of having to go out and buy a whole new wardrobe filled with bigger clothes. That fear was strong enough for me that got me up and moving and starting to do something about it. I've spoken about my turning point before. The turning point was my realization that that fear was my why. And then I didn't have to feel so bad about the fact that, you know, Amelia wasn't a strong enough why for me to lose the pregnancy weight and start doing something about it. Because I started to realize, you know, it's okay. I'm just different than a lot of other parents, you know? It's just what motivates me and makes me tick is different. So for me, it was a fear. So maybe you have a similar fear. That could be the why that is strong enough to get you up and get you moving. The third strategy for getting your why is think about a goal and use that as your why. So maybe you're planning a summer holiday and you really want to look awesome in your bikini again. So that could be a huge motivating factor. It's going to be an initial motivating factor. May not be something that's going to be everlasting, but it doesn't matter. You just need something that's going to get you up and get you moving and start feeling better about yourself. So maybe it's an item of clothing that you just like dreaming of being able to fit back into comfortably, feeling confident, feeling attractive, feeling sexy. So that could be your why. Your why could be like, okay, well, I'm going to Mexico in May and I want to be able to fit back into my bikini and I want to look good in it. So that could be a huge motivating factor for you. Now, why, oh why do I keep barking on about getting a strong why? Because it works. When you have a strong enough why, it is the thing that is going to motivate you to start taking action towards helping yourself feel better, stop being miserable all the time, and start becoming the best version of you. Because at the end of the day, you need to be the best version of you to raise your little ones. You have to be an awesome role model. And if it takes you losing the pregnancy weight to get you there, then that is your first step. You need to do it. If you're anything like me and you were having those feelings of being really, really down and miserable because of how you felt, how you looked, how you felt in your clothes, then you have to do something about it. And this is the way for you to start. Get a why that is strong enough, and that is going to motivate you. And then 3 or 4 weeks down the line, if you feel that motivation starting to fade, then maybe your mindset has changed a little bit and maybe you need to change your why. So today's gift, for those of you that have stayed on until the end, is a workbook that I created to help you find your why. And all you have to do is type "find my why" in the comments below and I will send it your way. And that's it. Also, would love for you to join me at the webinar on the 26th of February inside of my Facebook group, Fabulously Fit New Moms Club. You can sign up for the webinar in the description either above or below, depending on where you're watching this video. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you on Friday, where we'll be speaking all about getting a meal plan strategy, and some meal prep tips will be in there for you as well. I look forward to seeing you Friday. Till then, take care of yourself, mama. Bye.